think I'm better off skipping this turn and getting some energy. Here I think I do speed, not because I want the skill off Biko, but because I want the extra friendship. Oh. Alright, yeah, we're going with that. I mean, I am going to do that race. I just wanted to see what was available. It got late on me faster than hoped, so I'm actually going to wrap up here tonight. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to go very late today. But I'll see if I can find somebody to raid real quick, and thank you so much for everybody for joining me today on Yukikaze Gaming. Hope to see you all again next time. Matane! Hi everybody, and welcome back to Yukikaze Gaming. Tonight we're going to be playing some more Umamusume Pretty Derby. And I'm going to be basically just doing kind of some daily stuff. But I'll explain some of the events and things like that that are going on at the moment and show off a few things as well while I'm at it. And then, if there's time left over, I will transition over to some indie games. I am unfortunately currently still in demotion range for team trials. Pretty close to the line. I've gone above it a few times and then gotten eked out. I know I'm able to achieve the necessary score with my team, but it's pretty rare. I do need to spend some time focusing on upgrading my team trials teams. Ideally, I should be able to do this somewhat reliably without the use of items. I'm getting my butt kicked tonight. I mean, 500k is pretty decent for a loss. I already did my legend races for the game, and my daily races. Now, I do want to show that I've got almost maxed out El Condor Pasa, that I got from doing the... Hi, Para! Welcome! Thank you for joining! That I got while I was doing the Kitasan Black Pulls. And then I've also, maxed out my Meijiro McQueen card, which is, purchased using, I forgot what those points are called, the crown things that I was just earning. Additionally, I did, max out the, free card from the event that we just had. I've capped out the Rice Shower strength support card here, which gives the same skill as Super Creek. Pretty big is that I also somehow managed to fully MLB Biko Pegasus without ever drawing on her banner. And of course, thanks to the Kitasan Black banner, and doing a shameful amount of pulls on this, I did manage to MLB Kitasan Black. So that's been a pretty significant improvement to my support card lineup.
Hiya, Yuki.
Hi, Luis! Welcome! And what that means in practice is I've been able to train some Umas like this S rank that has some pretty ludicrous stats on it. Although, as it turns out, this one is still not quite as good in practice as this version. Just because of how the skills and everything ended up kind of coming together. It apparently, even with like 150 less power, this one still ends up being stronger. So with that said, I do have a couple of different candidates here for the upcoming CM6, which is like the PvP bracket that happens monthly. For both Silent Suzuka and... where'd she go? I know I made at least one or two for... There we go. Their rank is just so much lower. Summer Morozinski as well. What I'm still working on, and the reason that there's so many of these Mayano Top Guns in here, is making a usable Mayano Top Gun for the event. I've not been successful so far. Despite the really high scores on a lot of these, they're just not quite right for this particular upcoming event. So, we're going to see if we can manage to get one of them to come together tonight. And I'll explain the event that's going on once I start the next run. But I'm not actually participating in it for this run anyway, because it does actually make it more difficult to complete your run. And that is problematic when you're trying to make a optimal horse girl for the PvP bracket. Good to see you both, by the way. I hope the holidays treated you both well.
Christmas was fun.
That's good to hear. Get everything you wanted? I hope you had a good time with family, too.
More like I got everyone else what they wanted, lol.
Oh, I feel that. This groundwork skill I just picked up is pretty much absolutely critical for frontrunners. Just in general, but particularly for these, like, PvP events. Well, I guess you wouldn't really use them so much in team trials, because you don't really... Well, I guess you do know what track you're going to be on for team trials. So I suppose technically you would still want it for that too, but it would be a very specific build. It requires you to have 3 other skills that activate at the start of the race to make it work. So it's kind of a tricky skill to build correctly, but it's very, very efficient if you're able to. Wet conditions is one of the skills I need for the groundwork build, so I'm pretty happy to have picked that up just now. I hope you at least got to enjoy the joy of the gift giving, Louise. Sometimes that can be satisfying, even if you don't end up getting anything yourself.
For sure.
That's good to hear.
More fun to surprise them with what they wanted, lol.
Oh yeah, I can relate. Seriously, I failed with like half energy? To do a lot of suboptimal stat choices here. Hmm. .25 power and Kitasan Black Hint. Or pop a blue ball with 3 turns remaining. Tough choice. I don't know if this is the right one. Like, it's the right one for the run as a whole, I think. But it's a gamble. Because I really need to pop one of these blue balls before we get to the Unity Cup here. And I'm running out of time to do it. Almost forgot to load my agenda. That's always a problem if I forget that. Okay, this worked out very nicely for us, as long as we don't fail this. I've been failing a lot of trainings that only had like a 1% fail rate lately.
注目の1番人気3番マヤのトップガン
実力
Now, Mayano Top Gun has two secret events that we're trying to trigger. One that we have control over, and the other that we don't have nearly as much control over. The one that we have control over is winning at least one... Basically, you have to win one G1 race with each of her running types, which isn't terribly difficult with her, since at worst she's B rank in everything. The other quest, though, the other, like, hidden thing, is Mayano's love advice. And this one's a lot more difficult to control, because you don't know when it's going to pop up. It can be at any point during the run, if it triggers at all. And the only thing that you can control is that if you have at least 600 wit when it triggers, you're guaranteed to get the effect. If you don't, then it's a gamble based off of your current wit. So the lower your wit is, the less likely you are to succeed at the check when the event pops up. But if you get it to above 600, you're safe. Which, unfortunately, the way that we're building for this event, wit is not as high as I would like it to be. Because a lot of focus is going into power and stamina. That is a draw. That basically kills this run for us. It's rough, but to be competitive, you basically need a flawless run. We really need more speed, but this is also a very tempting stamina training, if only because of the quadruple unity training here. Well, and the sheer amount of stats that were on offer there. Quite the choices I'm giving here. I think I go for the power training?
Cheap viewers on streamview.com. Remove the space at the end of CTBQ.
What? No! It just did that on its own. I was really only trying to see what the options were, and it just did it. I hate when that happens. And yeah, the bots are very pesky. I've got to improve my Unity Cup standing here. Wow, I am having terrible luck on this run. Like, at this rate, I'm gonna have a hard time finishing this run. Typical. The only thing I'm having good luck with is power trainings. Wow! Oh, double? Part of me wants to take that, but I think it puts me in a bad place later. I really need to pop some of those on useful stats. I can't just keep spamming guts. Well, more power is always an option, I suppose. There we go. Hopefully I don't fail this.
こは負けられない一番
Okay, now I have to remember to change
マヤ
my
ノトップガン
running
実力
strategy.
は完全に上位ですね。感動。
Yeah, I also need this girl's hints, I believe. Yeah, she gives me hints in a lot of green skills that I really need available to me. I did get wet conditions already, but Frontrunner Savvy is definitely very useful. And this is a gamble skill, but still wouldn't be bad to pick up. Corner recovery never hurts either. Restart was definitely not what I was hoping for.
注目の一番人気12番マヤノトップガン
実力は完全に上位です。
Oh no, that was not a victory. Oh, I forgot about that. Oops.
注目の一番
It's a very solid speed training. Nice try.
One of these days.
One of these days. One of these days.
I will succeed. Surely.
Second again? Oh no. Oh, tail held high is also a very good skill to have. Oh, sleep deprived again? Oh, just awful luck at every turn here. That was a energy restoration event.
Adan. Yuki luck strikes
実力
again.
は完全
I
に
know. And yet I persist at playing games that have a lot of RNG.
共同ミッションを開始します。どんなメニュー？お願いします。なんだかうまく
Ow, there's the energy event right after I rested again.
燃料満タン。ちゃんと見ててね。
Oh, that was good skill I got at least.
トレーナーちゃん、今のマヤすっごくキラキラしてると思わない？
This is a tough choice. I don't think I'll make the speed requirement if I don't do speed training here. But I'm not sure that I'll make the unity requirement if I don't do power and get the quadruple unity training here.
合体技の練習だ。
Hey, we got the fast learner ability.
どんな走り方でもいい。
That gives a discount on every skill, even ones that you already have maximum hints on. So that was the secret event I was talking about.
トレーナーちゃん、
And you can see we didn't manage to hit the 600 wit, but we got high enough that we had a decent chance on the roll anyway. Unfortunately, for a truly successful Mayono Top Gun run, getting that special event to proc is basically mandatory.
中距離路線の頂点に立つ走りで秋の盾を手にしてほしいですね。
ランニングキース、マヤチン大勝利。マヤさん、張り切っていこ
That's all for this episode. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, or join me on Twitch or Twitter. Hope to see you next time on Yukikaze Gaming. Matane!